Hi everyone, we are back with Chapter 6, Skincare Products, Chemistry, Ingredients, and Selections. I hope some of you are finding these videos helpful. Let's begin. Explain how skincare products and ingredients are significant to estheticians. Estheticians must study and have a thorough understanding of a wide range of skincare products and ingredients. It is very important to your career to provide clients with appropriate treatments and home care products to achieve their goal of healthy skin, as well as to work within the specific laws and regulations that pertain to cosmetics and ingredients. Estheticians should study and have a thorough understanding of skincare products because it is critical to know basic chemistry of formulations, cosmetic ingredients, benefits and potential side effects, how to select products and ingredients based on an individual's skin needs, skin type, and conditions. And finally, products and ingredients, what products and ingredients to avoid for certain individuals and how to handle adverse reactions. Please highlight and put a star next to the following. It is essential to educate your clients about products and ingredients that you use in a treatment or recommend for their home care use. We're on page 198. You must be able to explain what skincare products and ingredients do, why they're effective, realistic expectations, and how to properly use products at home. The more knowledgeable you are, the more confident you will be with your recommendation. Mastering this skill will bring you much success as it creates long-term relationships with clients who depend on you for expert skincare advice. As new developments in cosmetic chemistry are constantly evolving, it's imperative that estheticians remain on top of the latest ingredients and product technology throughout their entire career. Postgraduate training and education is key to staying up to date and offering the best in products and services. There are many great resources available to estheticians, including industry trade shows, publication, and postgraduate workshops. I encourage all students, and not just necessarily students, but all estheticians out there to do continuing education and really do research. And if you are in the market and searching for a skincare line, I suggest attending webinars or again in-person classes to gain more knowledge and to overall be able to make the right decision on what skincare line you will be using. Describe cosmetic regulations, laws, and product safety. As an esthetician, again, it is critical to learn laws, regulations, and safety guidelines when it comes to cosmetic products. FDA regulation for cosmetics. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, also known as FDA, is responsible for ensuring the safety of our nation's cosmetics, which includes makeup and skincare products. There are laws and regulations that apply to cosmetic on the market. The two most important laws pertaining to cosmetic marketed in the United States are the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act and the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act. The FDA regulates cosmetics under the authority of these two laws. The laws does not require cosmetic products and ingredients to have FDA approval before they go on the market. In fact, no cosmetic may be labeled or advertised with statements suggesting that FDA has approved the product. Please put a star and highlight where it says, did you know? Did you know the FDA does not approve cosmetics before they go on the market? The FDA only regulates cosmetics in relations to safety, labeling, and the claims made for the product. How does the law define a cosmetic? The Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act defines cosmetics as articles intended to be rubbed, poured, sprinkled, or sprayed on introduced into or otherwise applied to the human body for cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or altering the appearance. Cosmetics are intended to affect the appearance of the skin. We're on page 199. How does the law define a drug? The FD&C Act defines drug as articles intended for use in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of disease, and articles to affect the structure or any function of the body of man or other animals. Drugs and skincare products are intended to cause actual physiological change, such as the structure or function of the skin. Can a product be both a cosmetic and a drug? Some non-prescription medicated products have lower doses of active ingredients that meet the definitions of both cosmetic and drugs. They're considered over-the-counter drugs. They may happen to have products that has two intended uses. For example, a cleanser. It's a cosmetic because it's intended to use to cleanse the skin. An acne cleanser with benzoyl peroxide is a drug because it's intended to be used to treat acne. This type of product is then considered both a cosmetic and a drug. Among other non-prescription cosmetic drug combinations are moisturizers and makeup marketed with sun protection claims. These products must comply with FDA requirements for both cosmetic and drugs. What are cosmeceuticals? The term cosmeceutical has no meaning under the law. A product can legally be a drug, a cosmetic, or a combination of both. The professional skincare industry created this term as a bridge between cosmetics and pharmaceuticals or drugs. It can be used in many ways, but in general refers to professional skincare products and makeup that can include pharmaceutical grade ingredients. This pertains to high concentration, grade, and purity of active ingredients. Product labeling laws and regulations. FDA regulations for cosmetic labeling state that cosmetic companies must list the company's name, location, or distribution point, as well as all ingredients in the product. This allows consumers to check for ingredients that they may be allergic to. Ingredients must be listed in descending order, predominant starting with the ingredient having the highest concentration and ending with the ingredient having the lowest concentration. Ingredients with a concentration of less than 1% may be listed in any order. A fragrance must be listed as fragrance, but the particle ingredients used for fragrance need not be listed. So a lot of times you don't actually see it. It'll just say fragrance, but they don't list the specific type of fragrance that is used. All right, we are now on page 200. NC names. The FDA also requires that all cosmetic labels include a list of ingredients using standardized NC names for each ingredient. NC, which is INCI, is an acronym for International Nomenclature Cosmetic Ingredients. NC names are allocated by the American Cosmetic Association, Personal Care Products Council, and are used internationally. The adoption of NC names ensures that cosmetic ingredients are consistently listed using the same ingredient names from product to product. This allows consumers to easily compare multiple products that have the same ingredients names all around the world. Now let's talk about product safety. Companies and individuals who market cosmetics have a legal responsibility to ensure the safety and proper labeling of their products. Under the law, cosmetics must not be misbranded. For example, they must be safe for consumers when used according to directions on the label, or in the customary or expected way. Also, if a cosmetic product makes a drug claim, it is not properly labeled, the FDA can take legal action against a cosmetic on the market if they have reliable information showing that it is misbranded. Again, misleading information. Adverse reactions. Many ingredients used in skincare products and treatments may cause adverse reaction. Fragrances and some preservatives and chemical sunscreen ingredients are among the most allergens. Symptoms. It is often very difficult to distinguish whether a reaction is allergic or just a simple irritant. Physicians indicate in general symptoms of an irritant reaction include burning, while itching is usually a sign of an allergic reaction. Additional symptoms may include inflammation of the skin, blisters, hives, or rashes. The eyes may swell, puff, or produce tears. In addition, adverse reaction may be detected immediately after product application, or may not show up until days or even weeks later, you guys. Being aware of a client's allergies and the ingredients being used in treatment is very important to avoid adverse reactions. During consultation, it's very important that a client discloses any potential allergies. This should be indicated on their skin health intake form that they fill out before treatment, and then verified again by you, the esthetician, before proceeding with the actual treatment. Patch testing. If indeed there are any concerns, the best way to guard against reaction is to pre-test a small quantity of the product with a patch test. Apply the product on the inside of the arm near the elbow or behind the client's ear. If there are any reactions within 24 hours, the product should not be used. How to handle an adverse reaction. We're on page 201. If during a facial treatment, the skin becomes excessively red or the client complains of burning, immediately remove the product, rinse the skin with cold water, and apply cool compresses until the skin calms. Having products to calm skin reactions is also recommended for precaution. If the client contacts you regarding an adverse reaction from a home care product that you've recommended, advise them to discontinue the use of the product immediately. They may choose to use an over-the-counter hydrocortisone cream to help the symptoms subside. If the reaction is serious, they should obviously seek medical care and bring the product with them so that the physician can determine what causes the problem and treat accordingly. The manufacturer of the product should be notified immediately. All right, we are moving on to bottom of page 201. Distinguish cosmetic ingredients, sources, and popular terms. Cosmetic ingredients can be derived from natural sources, including plants, vitamins, or animals. They can also be synthesized in a lab using chemical compounds. Natural versus synthetic ingredients. Products directly from nature can have powerful skin benefits. However, some of the most effective cosmetic ingredients are not derived from natural sources. Synthetically produced ingredients can be just as effective and may have certain advantages over ingredients derived from nature, such as no use of pesticides or not leaving an ecological footprint. Manufacturers do extensive research and development to bring the latest technologies into cosmetic formulations. For example, hyaluronic acid, an ingredient used to bind moisture, was initially derived from rooster's combs. Synthetic production of this ingredient was developed, and today it is derived from synthetic sources for use in cosmetics. The synthetic version is more stable and has more effective water-binding properties. Sometimes it can be difficult to know when to choose natural source ingredients or synthetic ones because both make a tremendous contribution to skincare formulations. Many manufacturers combine natural sources and synthetic ingredients to obtain the best of both worlds. Clients will prefer one philosophy over the other and will be attracted to either natural or more clinical products. Knowing the benefits of both is obviously important for estheticians and for those selling the products. Okay, now let's talk about popular terms. Many of the terms used in relation to skincare products and ingredients will be found on promotional brochures, in advertisements, and in, obviously, television commercials. These terms are not regulated by law, but are used as descriptive words for consumer marketing purposes only. Natural, all natural. You guys, the term natural and all natural are often used in marketing for skincare products and ingredients derived from natural sources. Because there's no specific legal definition, they're often used loosely. Many consumers seek natural ingredients because they are concerned about the effect of chemical ingredients. Technically, all life forms are made of chemicals. In fact, a single plant extract can be made up of literally hundreds of chemicals. The true concern pertains to toxic ingredients in general, which can come from both natural and synthetic sources. There are now many resources available online to easily find toxicity ratings on ingredients in skincare products if there is some concerns. The word organic. Organic describes natural source ingredients that are grown without the use of pesticides or chemicals. These ingredients are becoming more popular as consumers' demand increases. The FDA does not define or regulate the term organic, as it applies to cosmetic, body care, or personal care products. The only regulations for the term organic is by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, as it applies to agricultural products. If a cosmetic body care product or personal care products contain agricultural ingredients and can meet certain standards, it may be eligible only to be certified organic under the National Organic Program regulations. We are now on page 203, and we move on to the term cruelty-free. Cruelty-free is a term used to describe products that are not tested on animals at any stage of the production process, nor are any of their ingredients tested on animals. Vegan, the word vegan. A product that is labeled vegan should not contain any animal ingredients or animal byproducts. This includes, but is not limited to, honey, beeswax, lanolin, and collagen. However, because the term is not regulated, it's often used to simply note that a product does not contain animal ingredients. This may be confusing to consumers because products may still contain animal byproducts. Gluten-free. Gluten is a general name for the proteins found in wheat, rye, and tetracal. A cross between wheat and rye. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder in which eating gluten causes the lining of the body's small intestine to become inflamed. Recently, celiac disease, gluten sensitivity, and gluten intolerance cases have been on the rise and continue to grow as healthcare professionals learn more about these conditions. As a result of the mounting concern about gluten, cosmetic chemists have been asked to formulate gluten-free products. Although there are many theories, currently there is no scientific evidence that the use of gluten-containing products is harmful to someone with celiac disease unless a product is ingested or used on the lips or in the mouth, okay, such as lipstick, toothpaste, or mouthwash. It is possible for someone who has an allergy to wheat or another grain that could cause a skin reaction. In any case, it's always up to the client and skincare professional to make the best possible choice for their personal health. On skincare ingredient labels, some primary sources of gluten are listed as hydrolyzed wheat protein, Triticum vulgare wheat germ oil or extract, and wheat amino acids. To establish a gluten-free claim, the FDA and organizations concerned with international food standards have set preliminary thresholds of less than 20 parts per million of gluten. Hyperallergenic, dermatologist tested, non-irritating. Okay, so the term hyperallergenic, dermatology tested, and non-irritating are terms that describe ingredients or products that may be less likely to cause an allergic reaction. This, however, is not a guarantee, okay, that the skin will not react. The word non-comedogenic, I know we see that a lot, refers to ingredients that are less likely to clog the pores. Then we have comedogenic, refers to ingredients that tend to clog pores, especially by the formulation of blackheads. All right, we are moving on to page 204 at the very top, fragrance-free. Fragrance-free label on a product does not mean it has no smell. Fragrance-free indicates that no additional ingredients may have been added to the product to specifically provide a fragrance. However, it may already contain ingredients that have a scent. For example, a product may contain lavender for its therapeutic benefit. Lavender has a very distinct aroma, but it is obviously, but if it is or wasn't added to the product specifically to give its scent, the product is considered fragrance-free. Now the word unscented. Unscented products are formulated to have no smell. Because most ingredients in the formulations do have an odor, more ingredients have to be added to basically mask and neutralize the smell. For example, if a product is formulated with lavender, a chemical can be added to mask or neutralize the lavender smell, so the product can then be labeled as unscented. All right. It's a lot of information. All right, describe the main types of ingredients in cosmetic chemistry. Every ingredient used in cosmetic chemistry has a purpose in the finished product. These ingredients are divided into two main categories: functional ingredients and performance ingredients. So let's talk about functional ingredients. Functional ingredients do not affect the appearance of the skin, but are necessary to the product formulation. They can act as vehicles that allow products to spread, give the product body and texture, and give product a specific form, such as being a lotion, a cream, or a gel. There is a list on page 6.1, on table 6.1 on page 205, okay, that shows the different types of ingredients and a simple summary of some common functional ingredients. So next will be performance ingredients. Performance ingredients cause the actual change in the appearance of the skin. Examples include ingredients that actually moisturize, exfoliate, or smooth the skin's surface. Performance ingredients are sometimes referred to as active agents, okay? Active ingredients, it's an official term used in the drug industry to indicate ingredients that chemically cause a physiological changes in the skin. Some ingredients serve multiple roles in products and can act as both functional and performance ingredients. Main types of ingredients in product formulations. The main type of ingredient used in product formulations include a combination of both functional and performance ingredients. The following types are most common, you guys: water, emollients, surfactants, delivery systems, preservatives, fragrance, color agents, gelatins, thickeners, pH adjusters, and solvents. All right, so water, category functional and or a performance ingredient. Now, for those of you, everything that I have highlighted, and of course I have a star next to a lot of this, will definitely help you answer some test questions, okay? So the purpose will be, as a functional ingredient, water helps keep other ingredients in a solution and acts as a vehicle to help spread products across the skin. We're on page 206. So water as a performance ingredient, water replenishes moisture on the surface of the skin as well. All right, emollients. Please highlight all of this. All of this information is very important. The whole chapter is pretty much highlighted, but either way it goes, you want to make sure that you're following along and that you're highlighting, writing, making notes on your book. Do whatever it takes to help you retain and remember this information. All right, so emollients, functional and or performance ingredients. The purpose as a functional ingredient, emollients help place, spread, and keep other substances on the skin. As performance ingredients, emollients lubricate the skin's surface and guard the barrier function. Okay, emollients formulated in products are one of the most common performance ingredients. They're made up of lipids, which are substances such as fat, oil, or wax. Some come from natural sources and others are synthesized in the lab or derived from other oils or fatty materials. They lie on top of the skin and prevent dehydration by trapping water and decreasing the transepidermal water loss. Emollients may be very rich or light in consistency. Dry skin that does not produce enough sebum may need heavier emollient ingredients, while oily or problematic skin can benefit from emollients that are very light in consistency and nothing too heavy. So let's talk about the different types of emollients. So we have oils. Oils formulated into cosmetic vary in density, fat content, and heaviness, from very light to extremely rich and heavy. For this reason, oils can be beneficial to all skin types when properly selected. Oils come from different sources. The two most common are mineral source and botanical oils. Okay, so mineral sources, oils from the earth formulated in cosmetics, come from highly refined and purified petroleum sources. These emollients are time-tested, offer excellent protection against dehydration, and help prevent skin contact with irritants. They are completely non-reactive and biologically inert, which means that they do not react with other chemicals involved in the skin's function. They can be used with no added preservatives because they do not harbor bacteria or other organisms. Okay. Examples would be liquid paraffin, mineral oil, and petrolatum. Now we have botanical oils. So dozens of plant oils are used in skincare products. Plant oils vary in fatty acids, content, and again, heaviness. Coconut oil and palm oil are two of the fattiest and heaviest oils. Some light and less comedogenic plant oils are argan oil and hemp seed oil, which are highly beneficial to oily and problematic skin. Now, I really like this chart on page 207, which shows you a different scale of comedogenic rating. Almond oil is rated a 2, argan oil a 0, avocado oil is at a 2. We have hemp seed oil a 2, jojoba oil a 2. So as you can see, it's a very nice, helpful chart that can help you determine what types of oils you could work with, or if you wanted to try some of these. But if you're afraid that they may be comedogenic, then this will be a nice chart to go by. All right, silicones, a group of oils that are chemically combined with silicone and oxygen and leave a non-comedogenic protective film on the surface of the skin. They also act as vehicles for spreading in some products. They're excellent protectants, helping to keep moisture trapped in the skin, yet allowing oxygen into and out of the follicles. Silicones also add a silky, non-greasy feel to products and are frequently used in sunscreens, foundations, and moisturizers. Okay, there are some examples. You guys, I will apologize in advance. A lot of these names, I know I am screwing them up and not pronouncing them properly. I am the worst at that, but again, I am definitely trying. All right, fatty acids. All right, so fatty acids are lubricants, ingredients derived from plant oils or animal fats. Although these ingredients are acids, they're not irritating and are actually more like oils, okay? So they're not going to actually irritate the skin. So examples would be caprylic acid, oleic acid, and stearic acid. Then we have fatty alcohols. Fatty alcohols are fatty acids that have been exposed to hydrogen. They are not drying. They have a wax-like consistency and are used as emollients or spreading agents in a lot of these skincare products, okay? So if you look behind one of your products and you see different alcohols listed on there, just know that they are there to help bind and for spreadability purposes. And so you should not just jump into conclusion and think that just because the product contains different types of alcohol that they will be drying to your skin, okay? So again, you have cetyl alcohol, Lauryl alcohol, and stearyl alcohol. Fatty esters, so produced from combining fatty acids and fatty alcohols, esters are easily recognized on labels because they almost always end in ate, A-T-E. They often feel better than natural oils and lubricate more evenly. We have glycerol stearate, okay, octyl palmitate, to name a few. Then we have surfactants. So surfactants are functional ingredients. Their purpose is to reduce tension between the skin and the product. and also increase the ability of the cosmetic product to spread. They can act as cleansing agents, foaming agents, and emulsifiers to create stable mixtures of oil and water and more. Surfactants work by becoming infused in both water and oil mixtures. They do this by having molecules with water-loving head and an oil-loving tail. Surfactants play many roles in cosmetic formulations and are more of the most versatile ingredients in skincare. Types of surfactants. We have detergents. So the main type of surfactants and are used primarily in cleansing products. They are the agents that cause cleansers to foam and remove oil, dirt, and makeup and debris from the surface of the skin. More gentle detergents can be derived from natural sources such as coconut. All right, so we have examples will be ammonium lauryl sulfate, disodium lauryl sulfosinate. I'm telling you these names. All right, sodium lauryl sulfate, emulsifiers. So again, these are just some examples of some ingredients that are added to different cleansers that will help lift and remove debris from the skin. Okay, it's going to remove the tension between the two and help get rid of all the makeup and oils on the skin. Emulsifiers. Emulsifiers, surfactants that cause oil and water to mix. Almost all skincare products are a mixture of oil and water or an emulsion. Without any emulsifiers, oil and water in product would separate into layers. Okay, emulsifiers surround oil particles, allowing them to remain evenly distributed without the water. We're on page 210. So there are two types of emulsifier: oil and water. Emulsifiers keep oil drops mixed in water, while water and oil emulsifiers keep water drops mixed in oil. Okay, emulsifiers are used in rich moisturizers such as night creams. Okay, oil and water emulsifiers are used more in hydrating products such as light lotions or serums. Examples will be polysorbate, potassium cetyl sulfate, and of course the cetyl alcohol. All right. Okay, now let's talk about delivery systems. Trying to get closer. Delivery systems. Functional ingredients. The purpose, the skin's job is to protect our body from outside irritants. So it's designed to keep everything out, including skincare ingredients. How ingredients are delivered into the skin can be just as important, okay, as the ingredient themselves. Delivery systems are used to distribute a product's key performance ingredient into the skin once it's applied. And we are on page 210 at the top. Types of delivery system. So we have the word vehicles. Vehicles carrying bases and spreading agents necessary for the formulation of a cosmetic. Vehicles carry or deliver other ingredients into the skin and make them more effective. Examples would be emollients, silicones, and water. Then we have liposomes. Liposomes, microscopic, hollow fluid-like spheres filled with performance ingredients to encapsulate and protect them. The bilayer structure of liposomes mimics cell membranes, allowing for easy penetration beyond the stratum corneum. Liposomes bring key ingredients to a targeted depth of the skin and slowly releases them. One liposome may contain many lipid bilayers within, filled with multiple performance ingredients. Liposomes also protect the quality and the integrity of performance ingredients in a product. The liposome itself is made of several ingredients, and phospholipids will be on product labels. Polymers. Polymer chemical compounds formed by a number of small molecules. One use of polymers in a delivery systems, they're used as advanced vehicles that release ingredients onto the skin's surface at a microscopically controlled rate. Examples will be hydrogels or microsponges. All right. Next, we have preservatives. Preservatives are functional ingredients. The purpose of a preservative is to prevent bacteria, fungi, molds, and other microorganisms from living inside of our product. Preservatives also extend the shelf life of a product and offer protection from chemical changes that can adversely affect the product. Most products contain a blend of preservatives to cover the range of bacteria, fungi, and so on that may be encountered. Types of preservatives. Traditional include formaldehyde releasers and parabens. A formaldehyde releaser is a chemical compound that slowly releases formaldehyde, an antimicrobial chemical, and as it decomposes in a product formulation. Some of these chemical preservatives remain controversial due to the potential of irritancy and other health concerns. Cosmetic regulatory organizations around the world suggest that parabens, especially in the small amounts used in cosmetics, do not pose a significant health risk. Others feel there may be reason for concern. Examples would be butylparaben, methylparaben, most frequently used preservative because of its very low sensitizing potential, combats bacteria and mold, and it is also non-comedogenic. All right, another one will be quaternium 15, all-purpose preservative active against bacteria, mold, and yeast. Probably the greatest formaldehyde releaser among cosmetic preservatives, may cause dermatitis and allergies. Organic acids and natural alternatives. Available for use as preservatives, typically combined together in a product to provide a wide range of protection from the growth of bacteria and fungi, and there are some examples here on page 212. Let's talk about antioxidants. When used as a preservative, an antioxidant extends the shelf life of a product and reduces the rate of oxidation in formulas. Oxidation is a chemical process that occurs when oils or other natural ingredients are exposed to oxygen and causes degradation. Examples: BHA synthetic, BHT synthetic, and citric acid. Gelatin agents, bottom of page 212. Ingredients added to cosmetics that boost the efficacy of preservatives. Although they are not preservatives in their own right, they do play a crucial role in the stability and quality of skincare products. Gelatin agents work by breaking down the cell walls of bacteria and other microorganisms. This allows preservatives to be more effective for a longer period of time. Examples will be disodium EDTA, tetrasodium EDTA, and trisodium EDTA. Fragrances, they're functional ingredients. Their purpose may be added to mask a formulation with its unpleasant natural smell, neutralize the smell, or improve the consumer's experience and use of the product. There's different types of fragrances. Synthetic fragrances created by combining chemical ingredients in a lab can consist of as many as 200 ingredients. There is no way to know what the chemicals are, since the label will simply say fragrance. Natural fragrances. Botanical comprise the basic element of natural scents in skincare product formulations. There are countless extracts and individual scents to choose from. For example, essential oils are highly concentrated plant oils used for their natural aromas and are referred to as fragrant soul of the plant. Manufacturers often formulate products with specific essential oils to provide the benefit of aromatherapy in addition to giving the product a more pleasant smell. Aromatherapy is derived from the ancient practice of using natural plant essence to promote health and well-being. It consists of the use of pure essential oils obtained from a wide assortment of plants and herbs that have been steamed, distilled, or cold pressed from flowers, fruit, bark, and roots. I love using some essential oils, but you have to be very careful with using essential oils and making sure that your client doesn't develop any type of sensitivity or allergies from it. To keep reviewing Chapter 6, please watch video number 2.